Hi children, now let's continue with the same problem. Order from least to greatest. I have to arrange all these numbers from smaller to bigger number. First thing I should do is I should convert all the numbers to like decimals. Okay. So I added zeros at the back to make these 0.01 and 0.08 as the like decimal, because all other three decimal numbers have 3 digits after decimal point. Okay, so I included these zeros to make it as a like decimals. Now start comparing it. 0.008, we have only 8 here. So it is the smallest number, first smallest number. Then we have next number to be 0.10. So this is the next smallest number. Which will be the third smallest number? 8, 10, then we have 18. This is the third smallest number. And this is the fourth smallest number, 80. Then 81 is the fifth smallest number. So is it clear, my dear children? First convert them to like decimals, then compare as usual only the decimal part if the whole part are equal. Is it clear, my dear children? Now let us see how the decimals are useful in our day-to-day life, where we come across this decimal point. Immediately you will remember about rupees and pies. We can convert this pies to rupees in the decimal point, 0.03. If it is 30 pies, he will have 0.30. There is a difference between 3 pies and 30 pies. If you write this 3 pies as 0.3, is it right? Both are same. No, my dear children, both are different. This is 03 and this is 30. You are saying this 3 pies as 30 pies if you write 0.3. So be careful while you place decimal points. Similarly, 7 centimeter, is it 0.7? No. 1 centimeter is equal to, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Thus, I should divide it by 100. So, we get 0.07. Is it clear, my dear children? Likewise, we have. Now, let us practice few problems in the next slides. These are all the places where we come across decimal points. Here, express as rupees using decimals. 77 rupees and 77 pies. So, 1 rupee is equal to how many pies? 100 pies. Now, tell it in reverse order. 1 pies is equal to how many rupees? 1 by 100 rupee. Is it clear? You should know to convert from bigger unit to smaller unit. From smaller unit to bigger unit. This is pies is smaller unit and rupee is bigger unit. Okay. So, we divide it. Is it clear, my dear children? So, how will you write the 77 rupees and 77 pies in decimal point? Here it is, 77 rupee, 0.77. Is it clear, my dear children? Now it's your turn. How will you write this 77? This here you will have 77. 77 rupees and 7 pies alone, my dear children. I didn't say 77 pies, 7 pies. Come on, write it in decimal point, decimal number. Have you written? Shall we check the answer? Okay. How many of you wrote 77.7? How many of you wrote? Don't worry, my dear children. You will not make this mistake again in your exam. You have learned by making mistake. So, mistakes make you better. So, don't worry. Even if you have written like this, it is wrong. This means 70 pies, not 7 pies. This point after this, I have 70 pies. 7 pies means you have to write 0.70 because 7 by 100. How will you have it? 0.07, no? So, we have 0.07. Is it clear, my dear children? You should be capable of differentiating these two. Okay. Okay, let us have look at the next question. Third question in your book. Express 35 millimeter in centimeter, meter and kilometer. Before getting into this question, let us have a recap of all the metric units. Okay, what do I have? Kilometer. Here in between this unit, no, it can be any one among this. What are the 3 basic units we have? Length. For length, we use meter. For weight, we use gram. For capacity, that we can do in liquid format, how will we measure? In liters. This unit can be one among this, meter, gram or liter. Let me start with meter because we have the question with meter. So, what is this? Decameter, hectometer, kilometer. This is decimeter, centimeter and millimeter. Which is the bigger unit? kilometer is the bigger unit. Which is the smallest unit? Millimeter is the smallest unit. So if I convert this bigger unit to smaller unit, if I am going this way, bigger to small. So 1 kilometer is equal to how many millimeter? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Likewise, so what should I do? I should multiply. Okay, now if I go this reverse order, small to big, I am going from small to big. What should I do? Divide. Is it clear, my dear children? With this recap, now you should say me, how will you convert this millimeter to centimeter? This millimeter is small unit. I have to convert it into centimeter. So small to big. So should I multiply or divide? I should divide. By how many zeros? Only one transfer. So only 1 0. Is it clear, my dear children? So 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 division. 1 by 10 centimeter. Okay, is it clear? From this, if you draw this line, every time you come across this unit, it will be very clear for you, my dear children. While you do this problem in your classwork note, have this diagram in your classwork note in your rough column and then try to do it on your own. Okay, I have done one for you. You will do another one on your own. Is it clear, my dear children? So I have 35 millimeter. So I will have 35 by 10. 35 by 10. So how many zeros I have in the denominator? Only 1 0. So place decimal point after only one number. So from the back, not from the front, from the back. Okay, so I have 3.5 centimeter. Now convert this millimeter to meter. Millimeter to meter. 1, 2, 3. So how many transfers I have? 3. So I should divide it by 1000. Very good. 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 1000 meter. So 35 millimeter is equal to, I will have 35 divided by 1000. So how many numbers I should leave after decimal point? 3 numbers. I have already only 2. I don't have extra one more. So instead of it, I will place 1 0 and then the decimal point as I have given here. Is it clear, my dear children? Now convert it into kilometer. Now from millimeter to kilometer, count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am converting from millimeter to kilometer. Small to big. So I should divide it. Small to big, I should divide it. Okay. So I have 1 by 6 zeros. Is it clear, my dear children? Now I have only 2 numbers. Remaining 4 should be zeros. Then you have to place the decimal point. Is it clear, my dear children? Be careful while you do this conversion. If you make mistakes here, you will not be able to do it easily. Okay. Practice well. These units are very much important. Okay. Now let us do some operations over decimal numbers. What is the first operation we are going to do now? Addition. Very good. Are the numbers like decimals? Before adding, before subtracting, before comparing, you have to convert them into like decimals. They are already like decimals. I no need to do anything over that. Have to add just. Very simple thing. So how will you add? Similarly, 6 plus 5, 11. Carry 1. 3 plus 6, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. 3 plus 2, 5. Very simple addition. You are familiar with that thing. So now you find the value for 0.19 and 2.3. See here, the first thing you should take care is you should convert it into like decimal. Don't add 0 before that 3. After 3. Be careful while you convert them to like decimals. Okay, then you have to add in the same way. 9 plus 0, 9. 1 plus 3, 4. 0 plus 2, 2. Decimal point will come along with the same line. Is it clear, my dear children? Now you should be capable of adding any kind of decimal numbers. Let us practice another one more problem. Okay. Is it clear, my dear children? Okay. Now after that we are going to subtract the decimal numbers. The same way I have taken 2 problems. 29.35, 4.56. See, I have added 0 here in front. when I have to have this whole part, no, 0 should be added in the front. If it is from at the back in decimal part, it should be added at the back. Okay, have a note over this and start doing it. I cannot subtract it from 5, so it will be 15. So 15 less 6 is 9, and here it will become 2. So again it will become 12, and this one will become 8. 12 less 5 is 7, 8 less 4 is 4, 2 less 0 is 2. And this is the answer. And here we have 9.3. Here I have 0.564. 3 numbers after decimal point. So I have added 2 more zeros in the first number to convert them to like decimals. Is it clear, my dear children? Then as usual you have to subtract it and get the answer. Okay. Now here is one word problem that you have it in your book. Okay. Dinesh went from place A to B and from there to place C. He took this route A to B and B to C. This is the route Dinesh took. And from A to B it is 7.5. From A to B it is 7.5. From B to C it is 12.7. Okay, then Ayub took another route from A to D, then D to C. From A to D, D is 3 kilometer, 9.3 kilometer from A. So this is 9.3 kilometer from A. Then C is 11.8 kilometer from D. C is 11.8 kilometer from D. Is it clear? Only if you understand this question, you will be able to answer it. Who traveled more and by how much? Dinesh took this way and Ayub took this way. You have to add the total kilometers they traveled. Then I have to compare it. So, first thing is you have to add 7.5 and 12.6. 12.7. You have to add it in rough column and write the answer, my dear children. Add it in rough column as I am doing and you will get 20.2. So, similarly, distance traveled by Ayub from A to C. He got 21.1. Have this addition in your rough column 9.3 and 11.8. These are all like decimal, therefore you will not have much confusion in it. So, who traveled more, Ayub or Dinesh? He traveled 20.2 kilometer, whereas he traveled for 21.1 kilometer. So, who traveled more? Very good. Ayub traveled more. Ayub traveled more distance. Very good, my dear children. Practice as many problems as possible to get confidence in doing problems. Okay. Now with this, we will wind off our session. Excuse me, children. Before concluding, let us see one more problem. How much less is 28 kilometer than 42.6 kilometer? How much less they have asked? So I have to subtract these two numbers. This is a whole number, children. So I can write any whole number in the decimal format. So it is 28.0. This 42.6 is written as it is 42.6. Is it clear, my dear children? Any whole number. If I have 42.632, 3 numbers after decimal point, you can have this whole number as 28.000. You can add as many 0 as much you want after that decimal point. Is it clear, my dear children? Then you have to subtract in a usual manner. 6 plus 0 is 6. 12, this 2 will be changed to 12. Here 3, it will become 3. So 3 less 2, 1. 12 less 8 will be 4. Is it clear, my dear children? Okay. Now today's work. What should you do today? So you can make a paper glass activity to have decimal numbers like this. This paper glass can be rolled upon. In each and everywhere you can have from 0 to 9 in an order. Okay, try to do it and post it in group. Then you have the work to be done in classwork notice. Exercise 2.5, 1, 2, 4 in book and 3, 5, 6, 8 in classwork note. Okay, my dear children. So have a nice day. Thank you. Enjoy. Keep enjoying. Bye. Take care.